Hi, my name is Carly and I'm back with a third installment of Winter Crochet Crafts. This week we have a 6-pointed star or a Star of David, because what is winter without the holidays? This might look a little crazy, but it's a very repetitive pattern. I promise it's gonna be easy, you're gonna be successful, and you're gonna have a lot of fun. Let's get started.
We will start this off with chain 9. Get my slip knot on my hook. Chain 9. Find that first stitch, create a slip knot by just pulling all the way through, and now you've got a circle. A little bit bigger than I am personally used to, but I am going to trust the pattern. Now we're going to chain 8. Which sounds like a lot, but it actually counts as 1 double crochet, that's the first 3, and then a 5 chain space. So we'll end up using this chain 3 at the end and of the round and count it as one of our doubles. Now we're going to do 3 into the circle, 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to chain 5 again. I shouldn't say again for the first time, but it's a mirror of what's happening over here at the beginning. And now we're going to do 3 double crochets. And I'm going to keep going around this circle until I end up with 6 of these clusters. Third cluster, another chain 5. Three doubles in here. We're not ready to use this guy yet, so let's scoot these down and out of the way a little bit. Normally I would do the magic ring and tighten it and it would kind of bring everything together, but that's not what this pattern called for. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a couple more clusters. So I'm up to 5 clusters and my final chain 5 space. So that means I'm going to do 2 doubles into here, and then this will count as my third. So 1, 2, and that'll be my third. I'm going to count up 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and slip into here. And that is round 1 for our star. This next round took me a little bit of time to wrap my head around, so don't feel bad if it's the same for you. We are going to work clusters and chain spaces into this chain space from round 1. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to slip stitch into the next 2 stitches to move us over and towards the chain space that we created on the last round. So 1, 2. Now we're going to chain 7. And just like in round 1, 3 of those are going to count for a double crochet as we come around. That'll be your last one. And then the 4 are your chain 4 space. We're just doing a lot at once, I guess you could say. So let's do 4 double crochets into this chain space. Not doing anything to this cluster of 3. We're just going to chain once so that we can kind of bypass it, and we'll do 4 doubles into our next space. Okay, and 4 first space, and another 4 in here. We're essentially doing the same thing we did in the last round, but we are increasing to grow the shape. If you didn't increase, everything would come out all ripply. So we're going to go ahead and do a chain 1, 4 doubles, 4 chain, 4 doubles. We're going to repeat all the way around. At the start of this round, we slip stitch through 2 stitches, and that is going to give us some space to work our final cluster of doubles. So we already have 1 right here because we changed so much to start. So we only need to do 3. And then we need to count up 3 because a double crochet is 3 stitches tall. So 1, 2, 3. Stick that in the 3rd stitch. Yarn over, and you have your initial star shape. As you can see, mine is not super flat, and I think based on the way I crochet or the yarn I'm using, I think it's just too much. So I would experiment with maybe taking off a cluster or something like that, and or blocking the finished product. Let's move on to the final round where we get our finishing touches. The first part of this final round is creating a loop to hang your star. If you don't want to hang it, you can skip this, but I'm going to follow the pattern. So chain 1, and then single crochet in the same chain as joining. So down here, I'm going to do a single crochet, and then I'm going to do 3 singles. I'm trying to get to the point here, the center of my chain space, the middle point of my star. And you can see it's growing, and we're going to continue around to grow our star. And then we're going to chain 18. And 18 is the number here, but it might not be the magic number for you. But I'd say that's pretty proportionate. And then we're going to do a slip stitch right here to join those 2, and 2 singles to continue down this point, this chain space that we created the last round. So that's going to be the top, the start of it. Next, we are going to single crochet, slip stitch, single crochet to get us to our next corner. Four, one for the top of each double. Slip stitch through here, and another 4 through here. So you can see we're mirroring what we started right here, where we started this latest round. So it's growing our shape and actually kind of firming it out. Next, we're going to work up into our corner and create a little definition here, a little point. So single crochet, oops, missed it. One, two, three. Now it says to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch into your last single crochet. So you'll have a pretty noticeable space there. So just single crochet, sorry, slip stitch to get back to where you were. And then 1 single, 2 singles. Give that a little bit of an extra point. So you're going to repeat that again. Single, slip stitch, single, and then we'll be back at another corner. Made it to the next corner. So let's do 3 singles. Chain 3. Slip stitch into the last one we were working on. Another little point. I'll keep going all the way around till we get back to where we started. I made it all the way around and I did a slip stitch back where I started. I just cut my tails. I decided not to weave them in for the sake of time. But you can see that mine came out really ripply. So I don't know if I have too many stitches for the way that I crochet or if I counted something wrong. So if you have a similar problem, you can experiment with maybe not doing as many doubles right here or blocking it. You can get it wet and kind of wring it out and pin it down on something so it will dry in the shape, a crisp shape that you would like. Some yarns are made of material that you can iron. You could spray them with starch. This is acrylic, which is the cheap stuff. So I don't have a whole lot of options besides really just soaking it and pinning it. But I think that's pretty good for a first try.
You did it. You crocheted a 6-pointed star. Congratulations. Now you have another festive item for this winter holiday season. Join me next time for our final crochet video featuring winter crafts.